What's up everyone, welcome to another fingerpicking lesson. I'm just going through a weird cold, my nose is completely stuck, but we gotta keep going guys, and because I am feeling unwell, there's nothing better than some bluesy stuff to make you feel really good. Now in this lesson I'm gonna show you how to spice up chords, how to make them sound bluesy. I'm gonna show you 3 things that I really like to do a lot when I play chords. Now I'm gonna grab my acoustic guitar. You can apply this concept on electric guitar and it could be played in either finger picking or with the pick as well. So if you really just want to go through this lesson, don't worry about what you have, which kind of skills you have, which guitar do you have. Just grab your guitar and play along. Now check my Patreon page if you want to access the tab as well as premium courses. And also subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now we're going to have a close-up. I'm going to blow my nose first, then I'm going to have a close-up. Let's get started. Now guys, the very first step is to learn the chord progression, and everything that I was playing at the beginning was happening between 4 chords. An A major chord, an E major chord, a G major chord, and a D major chord. Okay? So kind of, noodle around with the chords, find a comfy way of playing those chords. Usually when I play the A, I like to play just a bar chord, but because I'm using finger picking, so I don't strum the string, I don't really care about the E string, I don't play it. Okay? Apart from that, the E is the same, the G is the same, and the D is the same. So practice the chords and then move on when you feel ready. Let's get started with the first embellishment. Alright guys, one way to make your chords bluesy is to add a very easy extension, which was kind of a Jimi Hendrix style, but we kind of readapted on the acoustic guitar. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so as you can see, I'm playing always the same kind of thing, okay? And in fact, it's the same thing. So I will play the A chord, and then the phrase always starts with the same note. Okay, so this phrase is built on the root note of the chord, okay? So I'm playing the A, and then I'm gonna start with the root note of the chord, which is the G string fret number 2, the note A, okay? Then I'm gonna go through the 9th, which is the note B, on the fret number 4, always on the G string. And then I'm gonna go on the 3rd, major 3rd, which is the G string fret number 6. Okay, so I have 3 notes. Okay, most of the time you pluck the A, you pluck the B, and then you slide to the major 3rd, okay? And then the last note is the B string fret number 5, which is the note E, okay? And what that does, it will basically add an extension to this chord. So we're playing A here, and then we move to the second A, which is actually this A. It's another triad. But with this 9th in between, okay, this beautiful note, okay, and it sounds pretty bluesy, and you can apply this concept on any chord. Now when I play the E major, I can do the same thing. So I'm gonna start with the root note, the E, which is on the D string fret number 2, the note E. So I pluck this one, and then I'm gonna go through the 9th, which is the D string fret number 4, the F sharp, and I slide to the major 3rd, which is the G sharp, the fret number 6. Okay, so, and I finish with the the G string fret number 4, which is the note B, okay, which is the 5th. So it's the same thing. Now A. E. Now G major, same thing. Okay, I played G. Now I need the root note. I'm going to select this one on the G string open. Okay, so G chord, and I have the G string open, then the 9th, which is the G string fret number 2, and then the fret number 4, which is the major 3rd. Okay, so, and then I have the B string fret number 3, which is the 5th. Okay, so it's the same thing if I play it with single note. It's the same phrase we were playing when we play the A. But because this is G, we'll start on the G open string. And we finish with the D major. Same phrase. So I play the D major, okay? And then I have the root note, so the D on the B string, fret number 3. Then I have the 9th, which is the fret 5, okay? And then I slide to the major 3rd, the F sharp on the fret 7, and then the 5th on the E string, fret 5. That's a really nice way to embellish the chord. So when we put it together, E, D, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I go back to the A major, okay? Now, another thing that we can do is to add the suspended, okay? The 4th for each chord I'm playing, which is going to sound like this. And the extension. G. The extension. And suspended. Okay, now it sounds really cool because I'm basically just adding an extension to the chord. Okay, in the case of the A major, I'm basically playing the B string, so A, and then B string fret number 3, okay, which will make this chord A suspended, and then back to the A. Okay, now I'm playing the A with the bar chord. So I'm just adding the B string fret 3 with the 3rd finger, okay? And so I can combine both things, so... And... Now I can do the same thing with the E major. And there we go. So beautiful suspended, A suspended 4, sus4. And for the E major, it's very simple. You play the E major, you add the G string fret number A, which is the 4th, and then boom, we go back to the major 3rd, the G sharp. Now G is the same. Now the suspended, G suspended is this one. I'm gonna be playing the G major chord. In that case, I'm only plucking the A string fret 3, sorry, the E string fret 3, the D string, the G string, and the B string fret number 1 to play the suspended. Beautiful sounding chord. And back to the D major and suspended. Okay. Now for the D major, it's probably the easiest one here. Just the D and then the E string, fret number 3, and then fret number 2 back to the F sharp, okay? So, and G, phrase, extension, D, phrase, and suspender. Okay, now this is another approach. Take it step by step, try different things, and then I'm gonna see you on the next step. Now guys, the next step is a little bit more challenging because I'm going to add notes from the pentatonic scale, okay? I'm still using the basic things that we learned, but then okay, so as you can see, I was playing a little bit more and not all the time. I wasn't really playing just the note of the chord all the time. I was adding additional notes. And we are in the key of A, so I'm playing this beautiful A major pentatonic scale, to be honest with you, which is really great and it works beautifully, okay? Now there are two positions you want to learn. The first one is this one. Very simple. On the G string, fret 2 and 4. On the B string, fret 2 and 5. And on the E string, fret number 2 and 5. And I'm also playing the one on the E string, fret number 7, 5. Okay. On the B string, fret 7, 5. And on the G string, fret number 6 and 4. Okay. So beautiful sounding scale. Now, when I play the first chord A, I'm playing a phrase. So I'm gonna start with the A string, and then the phrase we learned at the beginning. But then I'm keep going with the melody. So I have the B string, fret number 7, which is a note out of the chord, and then the E string, fret number 5. Okay, so. And I end up playing a beautiful A major chord. Okay, so it's the G string, fret number 6, B string, fret 5, and the E string, fret 5. So, and that's a pentatonic. So I play the root note, and then I will play the E string, fret number 5, fret 7, and back to the fret 5. And I have plucking, hammer on, and back to the fret number 5, plucking, okay? And I do the same on the B string and on the G string, fret 4 and 4 and 6. Now the E major. Now that's a beautiful way to embellish the E major chord, because I'm playing the E triad here, with the low E open, the G string fret 4, and the B string fret number 5. And what I'll do is, I'm embellishing this chord. On the G string, I will play the fret number 4, and then I hammer the fret number 6, and then back to the fret number 4. And then I'll play the beautiful suspended chord, okay? So this one is beautiful E major, E string, and then the D string fret 7, G string fret 4, and B string fret 5. So, and then I go back to the G. I like to connect the G with those three notes, the D string fret number 2 and fret number 4. And then I have the G major. And the G is kind of a not cool chord because I don't have the bass note open. So I have to fret the bass note, so I'm kind of stuck in one position. But I like to use a lot of this embellishment, bluesy embellishment, where I will be plucking the G chord, and on the G string I have the fret number 2, fret number 4, fret number 2, and G open. Okay, now this is the same approach, guys. Pluck the chord, and I play the same embellishment we learned, and then I have the E string fret 7 and the B string fret number 5, sliding to the fret number 7. And I'm still using an A major pentatonic. Okay? Okay, so these are 3 simple way. The last one is a little bit more difficult to kind of spice up the chords and make them a little bit more interesting. Just really take it step by step, guys, and add one note, one approach at a time before you actually try to put everything together. Okay, I'm gonna see you on the next lesson, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.